WSTN DB HD1, Atlanta, Charlotte, a Situations Media station. Time for some conversations about black men, for black men, with black men. You've got mail, messages from him, with TaShon and friends, on the sound of Morris Brown College, 102.6, The Situation.
Saturday mornings I'm tuned in, listening to TaShon, she be going in, y'all. Black queen for us black kings. We can learn a thing or two when we're locked in. One of the few places we can be heard. Man, I rocks with her, that's my word. The show is enlightening, engagement always enticing. I always come with an open mind, I'm never frightened, y'all. Guaranteed to walk away with minerals. Now that I'm thinking everything else is minuscule. We're the fools who don't protect black women. No arguing, disrespect. And that's it, y'all. Please come in peace when you call in, cause the friends ain't no slouch, fair warning. You got mail messages from him, y'all better listen if you wanna win in life, y'all. You wanna win in life, tune in to TaShon and friends. You got mail messages from him, yeah. You've got mail messages from him, 10 a.m. to noon, Saturdays. Tune in. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him. Yeah.
What's going on, you guys? Hey. You've got mail messages from him with TaShon and friends. I am TaShon.
Yes.
I got my friends I got one of my friends in the building, the green machine.
It is I.
It is you.
In the flesh.
All my other friends, they out handling business. Farmer Wayne.
As usual.
DJ Johnny Prince. Motivational K. They hanging. They making things happen. Yeah, I am TaShon, and welcome to You've Got Mail Messages from him. It's a beautiful, crisp Saturday morning, y'all.
Yes, it sure is.
Hey, everybody on Instagram, how y'all doing? Hi, everybody out there, Facebook land, how you doing? I'm sitting back today, y'all. I'm literally sitting back because I've been having back spasms. And those things are no joke.
They are no joke. They are not to be messed with. Let me tell you something.
Oh my gosh. I had them this week. I was sitting up and it's been a stressful week. I am officially on holiday break. Woo!
Holiday break.
Yes. I don't want to hear about no virtual learning. Don't call me. Don't ask me about what my kids should be doing over the break. Doggone it. Find some stuff to do.
Right. Don't call me during the break.
Don't call us teachers. Farmer Wayne.
There you go. Yay.
Don't call us teachers. We tired. This has been a long, and we have not had a break like that. Like some of the other counties have had breaks.
Right.
But we haven't had any breaks. So today we're like, man, yesterday. And it was so funny because I ran into it was one of those people, I guess they were selling something or asking for donations for a children's fund.
Oh, boy.
And, I'm never rude to people or anything like that. So I listened to his pitch. And I said, sir, I'm a teacher. I just shut down my laptop. I don't want to see any kids until the week after. And he started laughing. I said, no, I'm serious. He said, bless you. Because I think he already knew. I don't want to talk about no kids. And I love my kids. My class is funny. But yesterday they were tired of me too because they wanted to log off. They literally logged off, y'all.
Can I log off?
Let me tell y'all, don't underestimate pre-K. Do not underestimate 4-year-olds. Them little jokers, once I was like, you know what, you guys? I won't see you all for a week. And next thing I know, the hands were going up. Can we log off? Baby, go ahead and hit that button. Log off. I feel you. I feel you. Farmer Wayne.
Yes, ma'am.
How you do?
I can't complain.
You can't complain. What's going on?
I hear my puppy in the background.
Yeah. So are those the babies?
I only have one. I have my.
So what happened to the? What happened to the others?
So my boy dog bred somebody else's female.
Uh-huh.
So he has all the puppies, and I'm actually gonna move to the other side of the house. He has all the puppies, so I just told him I want one for my sister. She wanted a puppy, so I have it with me. And she is super smart, which means she's kind of training us. And so she's fussing right now because she's got to be outside in a crate while I do this. I totally forgot. And was like, normally I just spend the first 2 or 3 days with the puppy 24/7.
Right.
And forgot. I was like, oh. And then Charmaine's car went down, so she took my truck. And we was like, just living La Vida Loca. Like, we don't have other responsibilities. So I was like the radio show.
See? And she back there fussing too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move. But she fussing. She laid me out. She should have heard her last night. But she's a great dog, man. She lays in her bed, goes right. You can tell her home base. She goes lay down. And last night I put her in that crate to start getting her used to the crate. Man, she howled for the first. They said, "Is the echo me?"
It's somebody says the echo.
I hear it in my headphones.
You hear it in your headphones?
Mm-hmm.
I hear it in my. Well, I hear like the sound, the little piercing sound.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to fix here.
Let us know, y'all. Y'all know this live radio. We in the studio.
I'm gonna move locations.
So you've got mail, you guys. We are live. We're getting it together. Y'all know it's been a long week for everybody. Literally a long week. I'm like, whoo, y'all know I enjoy coming in here every morning, every Saturday. But I was dragging and I had this sinus headache. I got this sinus headache on top of a migraine. And I'm just like, and my husband was like, I need you to get off the computer this week. Because I literally have been on the computer like day in, day night, trying to just do stuff and, putting that extra pressure on me and I'm just like, okay, I'm resting this week. Like I'm resting. I got to take a break. I did realize like being on virtual teaching and then being back on the computer for your personal and business stuff, that affects, like it does so much to you. So I need a break from the screen. Like seriously, I need a break. I don't want any Zoom meetings, no streaming meetings. I don't want none of that this week. I don't want none of that. So
everybody can use a break.
Yeah. You got quiet, Farman Wayne. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm changing sex.
So yeah, it's been, and then y'all know it's Thanksgiving week, but also Thanksgiving week. It's another national holiday.
I know, right?
On Thursday.
Yeah, it's the food and football holiday.
No, he didn't, y'all. He did not say food and football.
Let me turn the can back on. Food and football.
Did he just say food and football? That's not the national holiday.
The itis.
You know what? Man. It's my birthday.
Yes, I know it's the birthday. That's what I'm saying. On your birthday, we're going to celebrate by getting food and football.
You know what?
And still celebrate.
Y'all not going to come by my birthday. Y'all not doing that.
It just so happens to fall on National Itis Day.
National Itis Day,
National
right?
Itis Day.
What game is playing? It's a lot of games playing on Thanksgiving.
Crazy game in the NFC least. Yeah, that's right. I said at least. The Washington football team. Yes, call them the Washington football team.
That's the Redskins, right?
Yeah, it used to be.
Yep. Oh, they changed their name?
Yep, because of the backlash and whatnot.
Right.
And what
Washington.
Huh?
Does it make sense? They shouldn't be named after no whole.
Right. So did they come up with a new name?
Yeah, Washington football team.
What'd you say, Wayne?
I said they trying to be smart, so they just call it the football team.
The Washington football team.
Safe bet. Safe bet. The Washington football team versus The Cowgirls. Sorry, all y'all Cowgirls
Did you
fans.
say the Cowgirls?
Hey, look, I'm an Eagles fan. I can say that.
Oh,
I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, die hard. I can say that.
you die hard.
We've already beat you once. We'll do it again later in the year, but it's y'all time. Y'all can do what y'all want.
Wayne, what's your team?
I'm a Falcons fan.
You're a Falcons fan. Okay, y'all playing this?
Once the Eagles traded Mike Quick back when I was a kid, I was done with them.
So how y'all doing now, the Falcons?
We're coming along. We're getting better. It's just we're getting
So
getting
do
used
they
to the
have a
new
new
coach.
coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raheem Morris, brothers, new
Interim
coach.
Oh, it is. So that the black guy is the coach.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so I might have to ride with the Falcons again.
Yeah, see how that works?
All right.
Yeah, that's
It works
cool.
out. All works out.
I'm a Raiders girl, so I'm loving that dome that they have, but it's still LA
Las
Raiders to
Vegas.
me. Yeah.
The dome that didn't have no fans yet. Hopefully they'll come bring some fans in to experience that stadium. That's a multi-billion-dollar stadium.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium.
Same thing with LA, multi-billion-dollar stadium.
Right. It's a nice, but it's still LA Raiders to us. It's still LA Raiders. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's still black silver.
It's close enough. It's close enough to LA. You can still pretty much call it LA Raiders.
Right.
It just won't be in your TV market because you got Rams and Chargers.
Yeah, right. So
that's all.
My husband's a diehard Steelers fan. So
wait.
He is
from where?
From Cleveland. He's a diehard Steelers fan. Yeah.
Wow. That's my AFC team. Yeah, right.
He a diehard Steelers.
Cleveland territory.
Right.
Yeah.
In the Cleveland fan, the steel, the terrible towels and the dog pound, that doesn't go over so well.
Yeah, so it's like that rivalry with him and his mom now.
Oh, wow.
No joke. She be like, how you gonna trade? I'm like, I'm Raiders. I like the Steelers though. But yeah, he a diehard from day one. He diehard.
And if you ever say black guys couldn't coach in football, look at Mike Tomlin's record. Mr. Steelers himself took over for Coach Bill Cowher, and has not had a losing season yet. Shout out to Mike Tomlin.
He been a coach there?
11 years?
10 years?
10 years,
Really?
I think a little bit above 10 years.
Really?
I think it's 14 years, actually. Because Bill Cowher retired after the Super Bowl win.
Okay.
And when they played, what was it? When they played the Bears, I think? He retired after that. So Mike Tomlin took over after that.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's actually more than, I think it's 14 years. That's right.
Oh, wow.
That's impressive.
No losing seasons at all, and in the best record in franchise history right now.
Really,
our black men can do it.
Yeah, I like that. And how long has the Falcons coach been coaching? He's
been here maybe
4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks.
He's been with us this season. He came late last season. Turn the defense around.
Okay.
And then when they fired Quinn, they made him interim head coach. I mean, it's just some stuff you just got to do. They need to go ahead and make him the coach.
Yeah.
Because there's improvement. We can clearly see that improvement.
Yeah, you can see the improvement.
But for poor Dan Quinn, they had the Penske ready. I actually literally saw the Penske's ready in the tunnel. Well, so your stuff is already on the truck.
No,
we're gonna drive you on out. You'll get a police escort, but you're out of here.
Wow.
Yeah. He had to know, though. I mean,
because they've been losing.
Yeah,
that's too much. And especially with that big old Superdome, y'all done spent all this money on that. Y'all better win. I'm cool with. Right. I'm in the city of Atlanta, so I like the Falcons too. I'm not a diehard Falcons fan, but I like them. They're cool. But
what did it for me was when I got here in '91. You can go down to the Fulton County Stadium at halftime. And you can get in for free.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, those were the days.
And I used to like doing the Dirty Bird.
Oh yeah, the Jamal Anderson.
The Dirty Bird, the dance. I used to have the Falcons parties over at my spot. So yeah, but diehard. I don't think the only team I'm really a diehard fan is the Lakers and the Raiders. Like I'm a Lakers girl.
I could. You've been saying the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm a Lakers girl.
You gotta say like Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Lakers. It's almost the Los Angeles Lakers have won another title.
Yes, we back. We back.
But some people call it blasphemous. No, let me stop.
He's so extra. He is so extra. So
you
got mail messages from him. I got the Green Machine, and the Green Machine is standing up. I got Farmer Wayne.
Yeah.
But the Green Machine is standing up for a reason, y'all.
Oh, wait.
He wants y'all to see.
Right,
you need your intro music.
No, I don't need no intro music. No. See, we're not doing that. You need your intro music. I don't need an intro music. So here's the thing. We always talked about on the Morning Machine when, we needed to take liberty of our health. We are not at liberty to do what we want when it comes to our health. So, and this is what our guy Johnny Prince said. First of all, shout out to him handling business out there.
Yeah.
So we made it a point for us to really get into our health journey and get some walks in, right? Every day. The longest walk I did was 10 miles. I walked from Doraville to Duluth.
Woo!
One day.
Using the path?
No, just using the regular streets. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I walked from Doraville Station to where I live on Satellite Boulevard. So yeah. Walking the, the sidewalks and all of that stuff. I did a 10-mile walk. That was the last walk that I did. And I was just surprised that I was able to make it, 10 miles. That's
so that's 5 coming and 5 going.
No, that's one way.
Going one way.
That's one way. I got off the train and decided, you know what? Instead of taking a bus, I'm going to walk.
Wow.
So I walked it.
Okay.
Obviously in the daytime.
Right.
I walked it, and it worked out well for me because it got me to this point that I'm about to reveal. I haven't worn this blazer, right? See, we got the drum roll. See that?
Drum roll.
So listen. So I haven't worn this blazer in a long time because it's been completely hot. It's been too hot to wear a blazer until now. I haven't had a reason to really wear it. So now we're going to come to this point. So I'm going to back up here.
He going to back it up.
So I'm going to back up. I haven't been able to do this in a while. So peep this, right?
You going to do a burpee?
Nah. But listen, I haven't been able to do this in a while without stretching buttons. So I'm going to do something real quick. I don't have a scale at home, but this is going to tell you how much weight I've lost during these walks. So I'm going to back up, and TaShon, go ahead and commentate. Farmer Wayne, y'all commentate and whatnot. I'm backing up. Here we go.
There you go.
You don't want me to comment.
All right, so here we go.
There you go. One button.
We got one button.
One button.
We can actually do
2 buttons.
2 buttons.
2 buttons now, y'all.
That's awesome.
Woo!
Now that's a testament of the inches right there.
Woo!
Inches. See what I mean?
The inches.
I can comfortably wear this, and it doesn't look like I'm about to pop the buttons out of
now smooth it down like you did before. There you go. Look at it. Y'all see that?
So did you lose some pant sizes?
More than likely I did. They fitting a little looser now, so that's a good testament too.
That is awesome.
Wait, I'm one of them people that's blessed to be able to, like I think it was 2 weeks ago, I was like 15 pounds up.
Really?
I think and I juiced for a week, so I can see it in my face. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah. I need to be like officially. I've been walking a lot, but
have you?
I need to lose 25, 30.
But I can't stand y'all, because y'all, whenever y'all say y'all need to lose, y'all will lose it literally in the next day or so. For us women, it takes it takes everything, the planner, diets, juices, everything, just to lose 1 pound. One pound.
You know what really did it for me was actually reading labels.
Yeah, that it does make a difference when you're reading the labels and actually kind of writing the stuff down that you're eating. So like it is a lot. I've been dieting forever and a day, but Mecca said years. It does, girl. It takes us years just to get off 1 to 5 pounds. And then when you do get that 5 pounds off, you can't tell us nothing. Then we put it right back on.
and you know what?
Farmer Wayne right back on.
Farmer Wayne just made a point when he said, I could see it in my face. You know who told me that? When your mama tell you the same thing, I can see it in your face. You slimming down. I'm like, right. Oh, well, okay. Thank you. My beard ain't slimmed down, but okay. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna take your word for it. And now this is a testament right here. So you know, obviously, I'm gonna go back and look at this.
Yeah,
man. There's a brother and sister that own a juice bar up by you that I go to. Matter of fact, nice. I'm on day 5 of 6-day cleanse.
Okay.
Juice cleanse. It's
good.
Give him a little shout out there. It's Sage Juice Bar.
Who's Juice Bar?
Sage Juice Bar. They're on
Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right around the corner from me, I think. On is it on Pleasant Hill?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what.
Black owned.
Yeah.
Black owned, absolutely. Mama C and
Well, I'm gonna go there today.
Yeah.
I'm going there today just because you said that.
Yeah, tell them I sent you. Phenomenal
of course.
So they have a detox pro because I'm starting. Watch Chef gonna laugh when I say this. I started the 10-day detox green smoothie, and it actually works. I love it. I love it.
Days though.
Yeah, it's 10 days. Right. And so you have to, and I've done it before like several times, but like this time it was a little bit harder, challenging for me. Mm-hmm. So he was like, so you go shopping for all your, you know, which is basically just fruit and veggies. But then like by day 2, if I don't prep and then something just it's like now your food goes wasted. But for us, it doesn't go wasted because we, you know, but it's just like you have to, that natural, you have to be really diligent about it and committed to it. Like so you're on day, how many days?
6.
This day 6. So what do you do? It's in the morning or all day or what?
No, you drink a bottle, a different smoothie, a different juice actually every 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And like I said, and so I may supplement, like, you know, it depends on if I feel it. Like I keep I try to keep trail mix around, just some nuts and things, and then I may, like Charmaine was coming off of hers, so she's only doing 1 meal a day for a while.
Okay.
So
how long is the juicing? How many days you doing?
You can buy them in 3 and 6 days.
Okay,
but
gotcha.
The only thing I'm other doing that is water.
Okay.
And I did 3 days. I did 3 days and lost 7 pounds about a week and a half ago. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep running it. So I bought them.
Right.
And Charmaine was like, yeah, I'm good. So I ended up just stretching it to 6 days.
Okay,
and,
gotcha.
Yeah, you first feel it in my hands and toes first.
I'm gonna have to go and try them for the 3 days, whatever. Yeah, I mean the juicing and all of that. I have I tried it and I do know the benefits of it, and it's about the only effective. Besides that, and eating according to your blood type. That's what I'm doing now. From the vitamin lady, I have to shout her out because she has literally gotten our health on track, and she's holistic down on Auburn Avenue. And,
right in the middle of history.
Yeah, Auburn Avenue, the vitamin lady, like holistic. When I say I've been working with her, for like past 2 years now. It's just me not doing what I'm supposed to do. So it's like she gives you the tools. Boom. It's just, you know, I'm addicted to food. Ain't no secret.
Sugar. I'm a sugar.
Yeah, the sugar. Yeah, I'm addicted to the sugar in the food, like literally. So for me, it's breaking away from that sugar, like, you know. So she has us on this. I got to do better. I'm gonna do better.
You will.
I am.
You will.
Because I bought a whole new wardrobe.
You know how I know that? I know that because when you speak things into existence on this show, you do it. Just like
I'm gonna do it.
Just like the gun range. Yeah.
I gotta do it. Because I got a whole new wardrobe. Literally, I got a whole new wardrobe And I'm like, okay, I'm not gaining the weight back because I done bought 2 sizes smaller. So I ain't going. I gotta get these clothes in because y'all gonna see me next. If we don't get this stuff together, y'all gonna see me next spring. Y'all better get y'all. What is going on with Corona, y'all? We back up there.
People don't believe in the science. Everybody want to talk that nonsense like it's fake, and nobody wants to hear that bull crap. It's not fake. It's real. I know people that died from it. I know people who are my age, younger, older, that died from it. And if people would just take it seriously and stop with all this nonsense, Facebook is not news.
Yeah, right.
Instagram is not news. These people that get on here talking about all this, it was made by such and such. They're idiots.
Yeah.
And you listening to them and you thinking, oh, I'm gonna go out. I didn't watch the Versus thing. Just Jeezy and them is not really my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But and I will say that one of them cost me money because I owned a house in the neighborhood that boy got killed in back in 96, 97. And I couldn't sell the house because of that. So I ain't never been a fan of them since then.
Yeah. My girl Mecca, she says not fake. She had it for a month and a half. And I'm so glad she recovered. We literally was praying for her and whatnot. And I'm with you. I tell people, however you feel and think, just do your part. You may not think
it's simple.
Just do your part. I don't like wearing masks. I don't like, because number one, I can't barely see you. I can't hear you.
I want to be able to breathe.
I want to be able to breathe. But I know that if I'm going out in public, guess what? I'm going to put the mask on, and then I'm going to do other things. If we go out, we do sit out on a patio, or we are literally practicing our social distancing. You're not going to see me in clubs. You're not going to see me in crowded, whatever the case may be, because whatever this thing is taking out people in different ways. It may not be.
Some people lose their senses.
Yeah, a lot of people, because I have some friends now who they have it and they didn't have the regular symptoms like in the beginning, but they have different symptoms or whatever the case may be. Is affecting each person's immune system differently. Yeah. So we can't, and I tell people, I don't know what it is. I really don't, but I know it is something that is affecting people in a different manner. And whatever I have to do, I'm going to take precautions just to say, because again, I have family members who experienced it. And, and for me, I've tested twice, negative for it, but I don't know if I'm one of those asymptomatic people or whatever the case may be. We just have to really just do our part. And I just don't understand it.
It's a lot of uncertainty out here, and from the virus to the fallout of the virus, and jobs. A lot of jobs that you used to work, even a lot of them in the in the restaurant industry, because a lot of people didn't prepare accordingly or what have you. The businesses that didn't prepare accordingly did not survive the pandemic, and that put people in a different state that they weren't used to. And we talked on the Morning Machine Tuesday with Coach Aisha, who's also Morris Brown alum, captain of Bubbling Brown Sugar, by the way. She came in and did her first mental health segment with us, and we were talking about the mental health and the holidays, that the pandemic, in the middle of a pandemic, the holidays is going to make a lot of people depressed, and a lot of people because they have, for one, it could be as simple as just them being apart when they're used to being closer together on the holidays, and now they have to be even more cautious. Okay, I got to Zoom this, I got to Zoom that, or I have to stay 6 feet away. I can't hug my grandmother because I fear she might get it. Everything is fear these days, and that's where the uncertainty comes in. And let alone, you got the job situation too. A lot of people are thinking about, hey, well, I can't get these toys, I can't get these gifts for my kid this season because I lost my job due to the pandemic. And that part right there is why we need to make sure that we are checking on our folks, our people. Even if you haven't checked on them in a while, it's very, very vastly important to check on them, especially during this holiday season, because there is going to be a lot of depression. And there's some that you might not be able to tell that they are, but they may be inside. So it's best that everybody takes the time out to check on one another. It's critical more this year than any other year, but you should be doing that all the time.
Right. And then too, we got to understand there are other illnesses out here that people are dealing with. And I get it, you guys. I really do. I'm one of those people. I like being around my friends, and I haven't been able to go out to brunch or do things like normally.
You got to make the brunch now.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it. I'm a people person, and I'm not a people person. I can stay at home, but I know I have found myself being at home, not getting the sun. So I'm back in the house, and I get that, but we just have to be creative and just really, really let's work together. So do y'all think this shutdown, do y'all think we're gonna have one?
No.
You don't think we are?
Not nationally, but there are some states that's probably going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
probably not Georgia in a sense, but other states.
But I
can't rule it out.
The virus is kind of acted like the Industrial Revolution did to the agrarian society that we used to live in.
Yeah,
we had to make some changes because we were just obese. Like, how many wing joints you need on a corner? How many mom and pop eateries do you need? How many big fancy restaurants do you need? And what happens is those that had good business practices and good business models made it. Those that didn't went by the wayside. And that COVID has shown people a way to make money now. Businesses to make money. There are so many insurance companies that are going without brick and mortar buildings now,
right?
Because all of their staff can work from home. So your two major expenses when you own a business are what? Rent and employee salaries.
Yeah.
So if I can eliminate rent, I'm already making money. So that's we're not going back to the way it was. It's over. If you didn't have a job,
they found out, and they are going to consolidate.
Yeah. And you can tell the folks, you can tell the new businesses are working from home because you hear kids in the background. I was on the phone with one of the companies, and the young lady, you could tell she was struggling. She had to apologize. I said, listen, I had to stop her in the middle of her doing bit. I said, you don't have to apologize. I said, I'm teaching from home. And she said, I am so sorry. She said, I'm gonna get your policy together. It was something. She's like, I'm gonna get your stuff. I said, look, just breathe. I literally had to tell her, because you could hear her child in the back. And it's like, Mommy. And she was like trying to put it on mute, and it's still you can tell when somebody putting you on mute and it's like kind of talking and trying to talk to you. And I was like, listen, you don't have to apologize. I'm good. I appreciate you. I understand. I get it. You're getting the job done. You got your family. So I think it's just a matter of all of us working together.
Right. Absolutely.
To say, you know what?
I was going to say, and companies get twice as much work out you from home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you are a good employee, you're going to work. You're going to find that time. If it's, okay, well, look, I know the kids get up at 8. Let me get up at 5.
Yeah.
Let me put 3 hours in before the kids get up.
Yeah.
Let me take from 8 to 10 off, and let me work with the kids. Then from 10 to 1, I'm going to work, and then I'm going to take break from 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, and then from 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, I'm working.
Yeah.
So they're getting way more productivity.
Yeah. I think I know for us, of course, it's still the battle about getting back into school, and I get it. Parents are like, we need y'all back at work, but I'm still sticking. I am just not ready. And I'm not going to be ready until this thing is. So y'all can keep protesting.
She made that known right now.
Because my thing is, and I get it. I trust us. Teachers understand. We understand you don't want to be with your kids. But we don't want to be with them too.
But they do.
Right. They need to be. We don't want to be with them either in this pandemic, because I'm just, and I think I've made that clear.
That's the problem. That was the problem we were having, is that we had this generation who didn't want to be with their kids, who still want to hang out, be cool. I mean, if I see one more 50-year-old dude with like a throwback jersey or dressing like they one of these kids, it's like, come on. I mean, so now you 50, right. You got a 2 or 3 or a 6-year-old, and you still hood. Like,
he still got that FUBU jersey from 1998.
Right. You know what y'all?
But it's not just that. It's you still like I like people, right? I like people watching. So I did not watch the verses, but I was intrigued at the amount of people who were talking about these two guys and still wanting them to be hood dudes. Yeah. But they parents. They're now parents. All of them parents. One dude was like, man. And one dude, I really like his response. He's like, they're late. He said, they got to know that we don't trap no more. We drive forklifts at Amazon. But that guy's probably a good parent. But the dude is still like, yeah, man, we want to keep it real. And you shouldn't have, I would have shot. Nah, they're not good parents. And they need to be with their kids because their kids are going to make them parent. Yeah. 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 So I'm with y'all, teachers. Y'all stay out as long as possible. Yeah, exactly. These people parent these kids,
and like I said before, I wish that we had. I wish everyone across the country, or each state, we would have taken that time in the beginning versus just we're back to school and help all of the parents set up learning spaces in their homes, because that is the biggest issue. The kids can learn. It's just a matter of what do you have in your home. You got to set up, and I know me and my girlfriend, we're going to do some series on that, because I'm like you, Wayne, I don't see us going back to the norm. Nope. We're going to have to be creative moving forward, because now you're going to have you have choices as parents, either stay at home, homeschool, get small grouping, and which are good. I've always been an advocate of homeschooling and teaching your own. That's just me. Right. And then you're going to have those choices where like, I can't do this, I need my kids at school. We all get that, but we also need to start teaching. We have to set aside some time to say, hey, let's help everyone get structure in your home and get a learning station set up. Right. Because you're not going to tell me the guilt is people are trying to put the guilt on. Well, my kids can't learn and this, that. Yes, they can learn. They can learn. You gotta help them. Right. You got to help them. You got to sit down and say, you know what? Hey, me and the family, we're going to do this together. And we got to get back to that village. So I'm past the guilt stage now. I literally, I can give myself a pat on the back. You can guilt me. You can try to guilt me but what about the kids? What about me? That's my answer now. What about me?
Right. And then we ain't asking the mom and them to help them with the new math. Right. Working on your baby sitting still for 15, 20 minutes at a time. Yes.
And not even just sitting still, but the structure. When I tell you now, we understand, like teachers always understood. We knew, it starts at the home, but and of course that was unfavorable because everybody we're the bottom of the totem pole. People are going to always blame teachers for everything, for everything. And so, but now people are like, I had one compliment. We had me and my co-teacher, one of the parents, he gave us a compliment the day. He was like, you know what? Y'all are the superheroes. He said, because I don't know how y'all do it with other folks' kids. Right. And he said, I think people really underestimate, especially with y'all doing this now. I think a lot of people are thinking that we're sitting at home chilling. That is not the case, y'all. No. It's more work for teachers, to be truthful, because now we have more responsibilities. Because if we see things on the screen, guess what we have to do? We have to really report it now. Like we report things before, but if you see things on the screen now,
y'all should be reporting Johnny for his BB gun though. That was cold blooded.
What happened?
In the little boy that had he had his desk set up, but behind the desk area he had like his stuff. And he had a BB gun. Oh, for having a BB gun.
Well, it's still a school environment, and you don't know what that BB gun was used for. And that's what we're up against, because parents have actually told us, this is my house, you can't tell me what to do. Exactly. And then we're like, well, this is my classroom, but so we really we're gonna have to have one of those.
So has that actually happened to you? Tell us about it. That sounds
parents have actually
and we knew it was coming, because you're at home and it'd be the parent that actually walked through the shot like they at home. Of course they are comfortable as ever, and then they say, well, it's my house. No, but every other person's house is on the Zoom and they can see you.
Yeah, I've had another incident last week.
Oh, this is an incident a week.
And I was like, and I literally was screaming the parent's name. I was like, shut the camera down. I was like, please shut the camera down. She just undressed him. And I said, you know what?
Was she facing the camera? Sometimes I think these people be little voyeurs.
She was back the wall again. She was behind her child and she just undressing. And I was like, you got to know by now, like, what your child? Yes. And I was just like, you know what?
Now wait, I start to think somebody. Come on,
she saw little Johnny's dad in the carpool line before the pandemic, and they don't get to flirt no more. So she was like, sending a text message, Mr. Johnny, at 8:05, watch your screen. Behind.
And that's what my husband would say. He was like, she knows.
Pulled up in the carpool line.
I ain't got time for this.
Mr. Jeffrey Uncle Jeffrey in the line. Hey, Uncle Jeffrey, I need you to look at my son's Zoom between 8:05 and 8:10 at the start of the day, while you know what's going on.
I'm trying to tell you.
Some people got that code.
It's always Miss Parker or Miss used to be Parker. They the worst when they used to be Miss Parker. They used to be Miss Parker. Oh my God.
I'm like, I can't take this. That's why one reason we were just like, you know what? People just don't understand. We are. What'd you say, Mark? They doing it on purpose. That's what my husband keeps saying. He said they doing it on purpose. I'm like, they gotta.
What exactly did she do? What did she get?
She undressed.
Bucking. She got buck naked and got dressed.
She undressed, like undressed.
So straight up.
In the shot. She
knew they were sitting there. The front and the back, because you turned and you took off, and then you just
Was she built?
Was she what?
Was she built?
Good question.
You know what? Farm away.
Good question.
I love how people's minds work. So maybe she had lost some weight and was like, I'm sexy. And she's feeling comfortable in her nakedness.
All I know is,
she was definitely in her skin farm away. Literally in her skin.
All I know is I'm yelling and I'm sitting just like
this. Shut the camera down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Please.
When she started getting undressed, did you hear the Commodores come on? Did Brick House start playing? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Hey.
These are things I want to know.
No. All I was thinking, like, God.
That's a disappointment to me. Especially if it's like a ghetto mama. If you're a ghetto mama, I really want you to be Miss Parker in that situation. Because if you want to show the kids that you're naked, at least give them one of them stories and they can be like, y'all remember in 2020. She's cool. She mama got on that camera.
I think y'all would like, I think she got the what y'all, but I'm just
what y'all, yeah.
I mean, I was just like, OMG, please turn off. But y'all, when I tell you there are stories, turn them off every day. There are stories. It's funny because like in the upper grades, when you talk to some other friends, like their stories, like this is every day, and you like, yo, we've been in school for 12 weeks now plus, and we are still. So I think it's funny, and you literally have to just be like, you know what, throw your hands up. We'll get it. We'll get it one day.
I'm waiting for the compilation to come out. That I'm certain that somebody's gonna put together a bunch of these Zoom clips,
right?
And put them. You're gonna
I bet you it's already on YouTube. Cocaine, it's already there. It's already there. I bet you.
Yeah. Well, I had a parent who was lighting up, And
I've seen that a couple times.
I had to send emails. Hey, remember that we are being recorded and we have to, X, Y, and Z, da da da. Please just put on a shirt and some pants. Please do not smoke and drink. This is my classroom. Like, we literally had to have those parent meetings. But for the and the cussing. Oh my God.
That I knew was coming.
So that probably would be me. I probably
one family. You can hear the father, right? And it's a household, and they have a structure home because they have their kids. They got from pre-K and on up, so they have structure home. So you could tell one of the boy or a couple of the boys were off task. So he went into full daddy mode. Like, you couldn't even be mad at him.
He came in there like D West on Maury.
He was like, if y'all don't get off such and and I'm trying to mute, and I was like, hey, he doing literally. It wasn't like he was cussing at them, but he was putting them in check. He was like, y'all are supposed to be in class, and I'm doing this, that, and another. He was like, get your. So it's like the family. It is.
Boy, you supposed to be learning.
It is all you have to do. Is a beep 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 beep.
It was Maury's show. It was Jerry Springer. Beep,
yeah, Maury said black women have a radar whenever a guy is looking at their booties 24/7. How they know.
Wow.
Kids on cameras off.
So the code was in. You purposely had your child sit right there for Uncle Timmy in the carpool line. Don't spit out your drink. Don't spit out your drink.
It's so silly.
Uncle Timmy in the carpool line to be like, watch between 8:10 and 8:20. I got something for you. Yeah.
Well, she must have did.
She had a little something.
Atlanta, so I know that some chick has made that proposition to a guy.
No, I promise you somebody did that. This is Atlanta. Anything apparently goes.
Oh, Lord.
Even on your child's Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Low self-esteem is an MFer.
You got mail messages from.
I know he wanted to say it so badly.
I did. I had to blink twice.
He had to refrain.
You see me blink hard, I was like, blink.
He said, wait a minute. Hold back.
That's a dangerous comma. A brick house and low self-esteem.
Yeah.
That's
an explosion.
See, you got mail messages from him. I got the green machine far away in the building. I am TaShon. We're just shooting the breeze today, y'all. I think everybody done had a long week.
It's breezy outside.
It's a nice day. It's just like one of them chill days. I got back spasms, y'all. So if y'all see me keep hopping up, I'm joking. You know what? It's like the older you get, you start.
Chef Friday night.
Old? Who said you was old?
What'd you say?
Friday night and cognac can't go down like that.
Wow.
He done put the sister in traction.
Woo.
Go on down there and get you some Tiger Balm straight up, because it's still Saturday night, baby.
Yay.
Oh my goodness.
You still be trying to be young and junk. You feel like, man, I can't do that junk no more. I gotta get up next morning.
The way my knees set up.
You gotta take the Tylenol. The Tylenol, what is the plus and all
you're
that?
Older now. You got to get them socks with the little rubber at the bottom of it so you don't slip. That's how you keep your traction.
Stay in place.
Right, you gotta brace yourself.
Hold in place.
Back in the day, your calves will hold up. Now
you get cramps. You get cramps in them legs. It's over with. You be like the mood killer for real.
I gotta sit down. Oh,
that ain't a mood killer. Just go sideways. Let me stretch.
Yo, you be like, man, wait a minute. You be like thinking like, dang, I ain't 25 no more. I ain't 28. I ain't 38. I'm doggone 48, 49. Yeah. Shoot, then your knees start cracking.
You know what?
Man,
I don't care. We're gonna make it work.
Man, them days are different. I don't care. Look, y'all can pretend out there. Y'all be making that junk look good on Instagram and Facebook and these movies. But the real deal is that junk ain't fun. No, that ain't funny no more. You gonna break something. You gonna sprain something. Right?
That's where you stretch.
Look, so we participated in the couples yoga, right? Was it last week or week before last, right?
You know what? I seen that. Yeah.
And it was really good, y'all. It was really good. I suggest that couples do it. It was really
that's some serious intimacy right there.
But let me
the way my erection work around my wife, I don't know if I can do that couples yoga thing.
Yo, hey, look, Farmer ain't cutting up. Farmer ain't cutting up. Here you go.
But you know what?
Hey,
it really, I'm so glad we were in the house doing it. Like it was because neither one of us are yoga experts. So like this was his first time doing yoga. This is probably like my second or third time doing yoga.
Just be up there grinding.
But it was so funny because he was so against it, right? I ain't doing this and that, this, that, and other. So once we got into it, that stretching and those downward dog poses and whatever. He's like, what's that? I said, that's the downward dog. So he was like, you do it. So I was like, no, you can do it. He said, no, I'm fine. So he got on the camera. He was watching me. I was like,
yes,
you know what?
Good call, chef.
I was like, you know what? Yeah. But it was really cool. Like,
we said we were going to do it.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like, and you end up laughing with it. Then you had your serious moments with it. But I suggest, if you're not exercising, y'all,
you'll be sore.
Who taught it? They were a little young couple, right? They were a little young couple that was teaching it. So we were taking a breath. We had to stop. We had to pause. We turned off our Zoom. We can't be like the other couples. I don't know what they doing, but we gotta sit down and have us a drink. We tired. Stretching, like it was fun, but shoot, man. If you don't keep fit,
it looked like fun, but I'm trying to be honest with you. I ain't about to be rubbing off on Charmaine like that. We're gonna have to keep it on the Zoom off.
Saying, on the floor. Hey, look, y'all can teach us, but we're gonna have to keep the camera off because there might be a time when we ain't paying attention to y'all.
It was some really
need to do that class from hedonism or something.
It was really some intimate moments where you just like, oh wow. And then if you have your music on in the background, it was like, oh, okay.
So here's the question: how does Chef feel about yoga now?
Oh, he said and honestly, he said he will do it again. I was like, yeah, what? He said he enjoyed it.
It's a level of intimacy there.
Yeah, it was. It was really. It was interesting. It was really good.
It was powerful.
It was really powerful.
Mecca said that's why he got them backs. I told her that brown liquor. That Marvin Gaye and that yoga.
Mecca just shut it all down right there with that comment. We wasn't going to say it, but she did. That's your sis. She said it.
Yoga used to be called Karma Sutra.
And it was a part of that. Part of that yoga. They did introduce that. Her partner introduced that and it was really like, I said, oh, okay.
So all trans, what interested me in Karma Sutra years ago?
What?
This cat was telling me, he said, yo, man, if you do the Karma Sutra, you get your breathing down right, you could last for like an hour and a half. I was like, what? I'm at the library checking out Karma Sutra books, reading all the books, and I was like, okay, yeah, I just want my last game up. So that's how I got into yoga. I have matured since.
You have
that is my initial.
Y'all should try it. You should try it.
Yeah, we said we're gonna do it.
And she's doing virtual classes. So the ones the class that I posted, that was I think post COVID or something like that, or they were still apart, but 6 feet apart or something like that. But she started doing the Zoom because of that video went viral. Mm-hmm. She was like, couples wanted to become part of it, and I was like, okay, let me try it. But he was upset at first. He was like, I don't want to do that.
But
afterwards,
y'all good. Y'all married. For a single man like myself, all right, I'm not doing yoga by myself. Let me say that now. I'm not doing yoga by myself.
Well,
okay?
Yeah, you wouldn't do the couples yoga.
No, I gotta be in a relationship to do the couples. I'm not doing it by myself.
I'm just gonna let it go.
I know where he was going. That's why I ain't saying that.
One of these shows after dark.
Yeah, we're gonna do the after dark. That's coming in 2020.
What's her name? Robert Rosie.
You got mail messages from him, y'all. Messages from them.
Yeah.
The mail.
Yeah.
But you
the
know,
messages are clear.
It's funny though, because again, watching him through that whole, because it was about 2 hours.
Right.
And it was like the beginning, he was all uptight. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing, just finding anything to fuss about. But
And
like
then,
an hour,
came,
yeah. Then hour like into the class, he was really cool. He was relaxed. He just couldn't do all the I feel him, because it was some of the stuff I was like, oh shoot, I can't do. But you really do need to stretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stretch and have your water.
It ain't no joke though. Yeah. But that's
but it's cool. So y'all should do it.
Right.
We definitely said we were.
Yeah. It builds up that intimacy, and that and the back spasms came like a week or so later.
Yeah.
You use some muscles you ain't used in a while.
I ain't used them in a long time. Didn't realize that. Mecca said yoga is good for everyone, and honestly, it is. I can see that. Like, you got to make it interesting, for yourself.
Of course,
so it was cool.
But it also, it builds another level of. It builds that other level of intimacy that you may not have had before,
and the trust, because we had to do it like a exercise where I had to lean on him and he had to lean on me, and I was like, "Don't you drop me."
And like, the stretching is good. Everybody can use the stretching.
Yeah, the stretch. Yeah, definitely.
Flexibility.
I need to get back flexible.
Yeah.
Let me stop, because it's gonna go into another conversation.
TaShon, you've got messages from him.
Messages from y'all.
Y'all.
Messages seem to be very clear today. Like, don't be a menace. Message.
Right.
Well, it's birthday week. I'm about to cut a whole fool. I'm ready. I'm ready to cut a whole fool. I'm tired. I'm ready to celebrate. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. All I want to do this week is get drunk and lay out on the floor.
And lay out on the porch, you said?
On the floor. It's too cold outside. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to get, for me, because I never.
Drunk, you want to get nice. You want to get drunk.
I don't know. I just want to I'm that person. You know me. I have to plan. I have to plan how I want to.
You want to cut up responsibly.
I want to cut up responsibly in my own home. I feel like this is time I could do that. Like, I'm tired.
Well,
like, it's been a long year.
I don't know if this is how I know this, but I understand that those places that help you cut up in your relationship, that like ship stuff to you, the boxes are real discreet. You don't even know what it is that's getting shipped to you. So I heard that somewhere. Like,
you heard it somewhere.
Like, so right now it's your birthday week, so this is like vacation loving.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was you that talked about that last year. Vacation loving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
vacation loving. Yeah.
Order all the old school stuff. Or if you're on a budget because COVID got you knocked out, everybody got a bottle of baby oil in the house. Go on, lay them trash bags out somewhere. Get the baby oil out. Go on, make it a party.
Wait a minute, you said the trash bags.
Hey man, if you on a budget, you out of work. You got the trash bags.
Mecca said, "Farm away, you telling on yourself." Hey, girl.
No.
The trash
These
bags.
are things I've heard.
These
are only things that I've heard.
See, the trash bags. That's funny. Line it up on the.
Just line it up.
Be slipping and sliding.
Just spin her around one time, like a top. Spin her around. Knock her booty as she go by, but spin her around.
The vacation loving, yeah.
Vacation loving, yeah.
Yeah, because I just really want to I really just want to chill. That's what my husband, he's like, get off the computer this week. Just get off the computer. And I said, you're right. Because it's like going from screen to screen, from teaching, and literally I have been online like until midnight hours. And it's like this week. And I'm just like, I need today. Starting today, I am on vacation loving birthday mode. That's what I am.
I think I'm listening, watching Mecca's comments. She seemed like she probably would be my friend. Watching comments. She seemed like she probably would be my friend.
that's my home girl, my Cali girl. We from the same city. We literally got here around the same time. So she said, "You warming it up? I'm warming it up, but I'm gonna have to heal with these back spasms because."
Nah, they got situations for all that. You don't have to worry about it. You use your muscles.
Wait a minute, how you know?
You use different muscles.
See, you know what?
People have told me these things. That's how.
I got back spasms. I'm officially on vacation loving. What would you say, Wayne? What is it?
It's vacation loving.
Vacation loving birthday week. I'm on that. Yeah. I'm done. What?
So that means kids and parents don't call her.
Don't call me for no advice.
Don't call her.
Don't ask me what we do. What can the kids do?
Don't act like you got a gift for the teacher just to get her to pick up the phone.
Don't send me a gift. If you want to cash app me a gift, then that's fine. But
don't send no Dollar Tree shampoo. No more.
Yes. Don't send me that. No. Them gifts gone. What she said? Tell Chef to go get the candles ready.
Hey man,
candles, baby. Chef, you hear that?
Chef heard y'all ever actually tried like to dip the hot wax on your partner thing? Have you ever tried that?
I've had the hot wax. I did it on myself because when I was
having a good day then.
No, not like that. I was at one of the parties, right? And somebody introduced it. I was like, hot wax. So they had it to do it on your hand. And then I was like, oh, it really feels good. Like the hot wax on your skin. I just knew it was going to burn my skin off, but I was trying it. And she's like, no, just look at it, feel it. And it really does. I said, I don't know. Chef gonna be really,
because we might have been 19 or 20, right? And so we didn't know we was hood, like ghetto. We didn't know. So me and Charmaine, I think we had either we were engaged or just getting married or whatever. I don't know. But somehow, you know how women are. Y'all go somewhere, you drink a little bit, and then you talk mess the whole ride home, right?
Right.
So Charmaine's talking mess the whole ride home. We get back, and I lit the candles. We hood, so they Glade candles. They like the scented candle joint.
No, don't tell me.
She got carried away and dumped the whole damn candle on my chest. I look like I got a birthmark on my chest to this day.
Wait a minute. The Glade candle. Oh my God.
It was like apple cinnamon or something like that.
Oh my God.
I smelled like apples and cinnamon for a week.
Are you freaking that is hilarious.
The candle had been burning so long, the whole thing was wax.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Wow.
She said, in my mind, it didn't work like that.
Vicky hollering. Girl, wait a minute. Can you imagine pouring the regular Glade?
I actually can. I'm actually picturing right now. I'm like, man, what you doing?
Oh my God.
What you doing?
I screamed, but you laughing.
Right.
At the same time.
Right.
Other stuff.
I didn't mean for you to do it like that. What you doing?
I didn't even say that. It just was, it was, it's crazy because that's when you realize, I was like.
She said that had to hurt.
Yeah,
it hurt good.
I felt that.
I was like,
you dusted the whole wax.
I think something's wrong with me because I kind of liked it. I was like, now I'm always lighting candles. Like, babe, I got the candles already.
Wait a minute. Do you want down the aisle at the store, look at Glade, have PTSD?
Yeah, I got vacation love PTSD.
Hey, that's not right. Who said that? Hey, who said that? That was not right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I when I tried the hot wax for adults, I did it on my hand, and it is a big difference. It's a different kind of wax. I think it's soy wax or something, but it is a different hot wax, and it feels good, but not it's different from. So don't y'all go out there and get regular candles.
Yo, if somebody did that to me, Yankee Candle would not be my favorite store for a while.
Listen to me. When the loving is good,
Right.
A little pain is necessary sometimes. You
Now, I'm just glad that you didn't do it on her, because if you had poured that wax on the body parts, you probably would not be sitting
right
right
on my
here.
chest. It was like right
I'm
on my
talking about
chest.
you on her. So I'm glad
yeah.
you didn't do it, because you would not be sitting right here.
I got a subtle hand. I'm not the one to go crazy when they get in a fit. Charmy get a little wild. She might hit me.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Y'all got to write a book on that. Kai said we used syrup instead of honey in college because it was cheaper. It made a hot mess.
It was real sticky. It's real sticky.
The syrup. I've never I don't know, but now I get to the point. It's like I don't want to waste food. So
I don't want to have to clean up now.
Right.
That's why I said put the trash bags down. You just wrap them up, carry them all over to the can, be done.
That's
okay. You said a paraffin wax. Yeah, the paraffin wax. So that's what they use. Yes, that's the one you can use on the body. So but when I first was introduced to the wax for couples and so forth, I was like, oh, hot wax. And then I think, the paraffin wax. So I don't know. So I might have to. Chef, get ready. You got me for another whole week. Like that.
Still got a brick of
that might be where he wants.
To be an esthetician.
Oh, okay.
So she used to keep the paraffin wax. Hands wax.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it when I get my hands and feet done with the paraffin wax. Yeah. So now y'all can use that wax to pour on you.
Right.
Oh boy.
You got mail messages from him, y'all. We just shooting the breeze today.
We're cutting up.
It's Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, we
so
have stories.
It is just So what y'all doing for Thanksgiving?
I'll be here actually.
Okay.
Now, being that my mom probably, I better not say it because she might mess around and actually watch this video feed, so I can't say nothing.
Sorry,
but me and my brother, me and my brother have a surprise planned for Christmas actually.
Okay.
So that's all we're gonna say. And but this time, see if I'm going to do something. If we were going to go up to Carolina, go up to Charlotte to see her, because now most of the family is there. Unfortunately, and I hate to say this, and it's hard for me to deal with because we can't have Thanksgiving at 1800 Beverly Road because there's something going on with the house. I don't know if it's the structure or what, because our family name has been tied to that house for 60 plus years.
Oh wow.
So there probably has only been, since it's been built, we're probably like the third family to live in that house on the corner.
Really? Okay.
And we've been there the longest. So, but that's a house that hasn't been altered structurally, like upfit or anything in the last 100 to probably 110 years, if anything. Wow. The houses are pretty old in Philadelphia. The row houses, they're pretty old, but the thing is about that is that they were built in those times. They were built to last. Yeah. But now you've got so much going on and a lot more activity that has happened over the years. And now we're in 2020. Some of that stuff starts to give way if it's not, if you don't do, any kind of inspection on it.
What section of town is it? What section of town?
West Oak Lane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So West Oak part of they got some of the work done from the fire or no?
What fire?
What move? Wasn't that West Oak Lane?
No. That's West Philadelphia. That's Osage Avenue. Yeah, completely
Osage.
Miles away. Right. Osage. But they did rebuild, but apparently it went through, I think, 2 rebuilds, because the houses that were there in the late 90s, early 2000s that they had rebuilt were not structurally sound either. So they had to do a total rebuild. So there's probably something else there now, or they redid it. But in West Oak Lane, and I think Biden was there on election day, because when I saw the clip, when he was on the bullhorn or what have you, I could see the structure of the houses. I'm like, let me find out Joe Biden's on Walnut Lane. Wait a minute. Just stop playing here. No presidential candidate has come to our neighborhood. What's he doing over there? You see what I'm saying? He came to our neighborhood. Like you can recognize every row house doesn't look the same in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Period. Especially if you go to North Philly. Oh yeah, it's a totally different world.
Mm-hmm.
But
North
in West
Philly is totally
Oakland,
different just from what it used to be.
it
It shocked me to see like the joggers and the white folks with the baby carriages walking around North Philly.
Right. Exactly. They weren't just back in the 90s and early 2000s, they were confined to Fairmount Park, Kelly Drive, West River Drive. That's where the joggers, Penn's Landing, that's where the joggers were.
Mm-hmm.
Center City, that's where they were. But now you're going in deep into North Philly, and we're not talking about Temple University. We talk about like farther north where the hood is. You finding joggers and everybody up that way.
Where Richard Allen used to be. I was like, wow.
Yeah, where the Freedom Theater used to be, because man, that's a staple of history in Philadelphia. Now that's where black arts really took place. Freedom Theater. Yeah, when Freedom Theater was there, it was the stuff around it was you didn't want to be in that neighborhood. But now you got everybody jogging through like it's nothing happens here.
So just Farmer Wayne is a fan of gentrification. I don't have a problem with it. I think that you should make money, and if selling your property does something for you, and I get everybody's like, hold on to the house, and man, you got to do what's best for your family.
Yeah.
Right.
And try to maximize the opportunity. But the older I get and the older that my son gets, the more I realize how completely, utterly abnormal and ridiculous it was to grow up in the mid 80s to the mid 90s. Just the amount of death, the amount of destruction, the amount of drugs. It just was. The only thing you can compare it to is the damn 20s or whatever during the booze prohibition. That many people were getting killed. So I'm happy that those people who lived through that can get some benefit. Sell it and move to wherever it is you want to move to, or buy in the neighborhood. But
the only problem I have with that, I understand what you're saying. The only problem I have with that is that a lot of the people were not smart when they got those offers and got the money, and just just didn't.
If you owe zero on the house, you don't have any debt tied to it.
Yeah,
a offer of $70,000 is $70,000. Where most people, you only gonna make $60,000-$70,000 profit on your house anyway.
Okay.
Maybe 100 on a really nice one.
Yeah.
So if you telling me you gonna give me $85,000 for a house that we ain't done no work to in 20 years, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride out. I'm gonna move to Charlotte somewhere or down in Mississippi, and I'm gonna buy some land and a house.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Who's cousins? Airborne James.
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin. Okay. Hey, cousin.
82nd Airborne.
What up, cuz?
Okay, so
82nd Airborne?
82nd Airborne.
Oh.
Salute. Thank you for your service.
Yes.
Cousin was in the soup.
Thank you for your service. Big time.
Definitely.
Really.
Thank you.
He would come to Atlanta, and it's kind of like some of the missions that we can't talk about everything.
Right.
And your boy, I tell people all the time, I literally lived. I had a blast. Have no regrets. I lived a life in Atlanta. I'm happy about my successes, both on the hedonism side. That's a good thing.
I was talking to my 90-year-old great aunt. My grandmother passed. We just buried her last week, and it was actually her sister, only sister. And thank you. And so we were there, and I love getting wisdom from elderly, elderly and whatnot. And she said she does not regret living her life. She said, I've had some rough patches in life. She said that's life. She said the problem with y'all young folks she said, y'all don't know how to live and let go. Right. And I said, you know what, Auntie, you're right. She said, you better learn how to adjust, let go. And she said, and she's at peace, and she'll tell you in a heartbeat. She said, I was never rich, but I lived a good life. And she said, I'm still living a good life. She said, I can't wait to ride the rest of my years out. But just the peace that she has, OMG, and that's what has been making me, like, she is that person that said, you know what, I want to be like her with that peace. And that's what I've been striving to, and not having the regrets, because, you do, well, I know for females, we have those moments where it's like, oh, should have made these choices and that choice. And, you start regretting. But after talking to her last week, I said, you know what, I'm back on my mission of no regrets. Life happened. Look at where I am now. I had a paper bag moment the other day, and the females know you start thinking about your life, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'll be 49. So I was sitting there talking to my girlfriend, and I stopped in the middle of our conversation, like literally we were in the business moment. And I said, I'll be 49. I said, okay, I'm breathing. I need a paper bag. I need a paper bag. And I was like, started hyperventilating, right? And she started calming me down, and she was like, you got life. You lived, you learn, and now life is good. And then I started going back to what my great aunt said. And I was like, wow, you know what? Life has been good. Yes, I've had some challenges, but look where I am now. Like, I'm celebrating. So I am like in a celebration mode.
That's where you should be.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't apologize to people for being here, because people are like, we're in the middle of pandemic. Yes, the pandemic has affected me and my household a great deal as well. Mm-hmm. But when I tell you we lack for nothing, and when I tell you I'm just thankful to be breathing, to see you all, and to you know what I'm saying, like, the other little stuff, it does not matter anymore. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, going home, just to know the number of people who have lost their lives this year, and just you start looking at life totally different. You know what I'm saying? You don't sweat don't sweat the small stuff. But having that conversation with her, it's like I'm enjoying. I want to enjoy.
That means Chef heard you.
No, that's look.
Ring.
Y'all know I'm in the middle. But it's like you start enjoying like life and so forth. So I'm like you, Farmer Wayne, on that. You got to enjoy life.
Yeah, man.
Peace is the most important thing.
Yeah, they really are. Right. They're taking it very seriously.
When I started to get pieces, when I stopped taking myself so seriously. There was a period in time where I was like, well, you got to be making this by this age and have this by this age and doing this by then. And once I stopped taking me so seriously and kind of take the things as they came, I started to prosper a little bit more. Yeah. And even when you fail at something, like I talk about the restaurant all the time, even though we closed it, it's still considered a failure. I learned so much about it, and now I kind of like, okay, well, look, I'm gonna invest in another restaurant. I enjoyed it, but I don't panic about it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right. So a guy called me about it, and I was like, man, I'll talk to you about it. But I had some questions that my failure prepared me for, and I was able to ask because I closed the restaurant. Yeah. And even he was like, oh, I didn't think about that, and I was like, yeah, well, that's one of the things that I let go of. So yeah, man, I'm very excited about the position. Yeah. Talking about my cousin, he moved from Sacramento down to Florida, and we're trying to made it a point of going to spend some time every month down there in Florida, just hanging out with the fam. And I think we're gonna get a camper. Okay. Drive around in a camper a little bit. Yeah.
And that's something I want to do, is get in the RV again. I enjoyed it when we did last RV trip we took. Was in early 90s. And it was so fun. We did a road trip to Disney World with the family, and then my dad, we used to have an RV. Nice. Back in Arizona, and me and my sister used to love spending the night in the RV, like we were in our own apartment or something.
Right.
Right.
It was fun. And the RVs they have now, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the
pack
one
up and just
them
live
joints extend out.
Yeah.
Right. I figured it'll be my office or Charmaine's office.
Yeah.
When we're not on the road.
Yeah. They are nice. I saw one. I was looking. Me and Chef were looking at one. That's a whole house. Like I wouldn't mind. It's a whole house.
Extends out
They're
the
not
sides.
that expensive. They only you can get a decent one for like 30 grand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now I'm not talking about the ones with the motor. I'm talking about the ones you pull with your
pull. Yeah. Those. Yeah. They're nice. So hey, you've got mail messages from him. We just chit chatting, shooting the breeze today, taking it easy.
And cutting up.
And cutting up.
Oh, y'all want to talk about my man Rittenhouse?
Who?
The shooter from
yeah,
he got out of jail.
The shooter
on
from
bail from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Oh,
and guess who bailed him out?
Who?
Ricky Schroeder.
The actor Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons.
Yeah.
I used to like him.
I used to like him too. Not no.
Oh man!
Wait a minute.
Him and Chachi Trumpers.
Oh.
So wait a minute. Wait. Go back.
Oh,
so they released. So he got released.
Yep. He's out. $2 million bond posted.
Oh, okay. The bond. So when is his? So now we have to wait for his trial or whatnot.
Yeah. So the interesting thing that I learned was that he's in trouble for owning that firearm. He took his COVID stimulus money, gave it to his boy, who was 19, I think, 18 or 19, a year older than him.
Because he's only 17.
Right. So he gave the stimulus money to another kid. That kid purchased the AR and gave it to him. So so he's crazy. Just wrong. You can't claim self-defense when you're committing a crime.
Exactly.
Right.
So him having the gun is the crime. The first crime.
Okay.
So the but-for factor and all that, but for that gun, we might be saying the other guys are guilty of killing him, but I don't think he's going to act the way he acted without that weapon out there. He's not going to be running up and, quote unquote, I'm here as, what did he say? He was a medic or something like that.
Yeah.
But he broke the law. So
wow.
I think that he is probably going to go to jail for a long time. I think.
Really?
And the other kid is up for 2 charges of federal firearms charges now.
So they're going to charge him for that transaction.
Yeah. That's illegal. That's just like they do in Chicago.
Wait a minute. How did he get a stimulus check? Kids get stimulus. They got their stimulus check.
He said that he was working somewhere and had been furloughed.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So
wow.
So Ricky Schroeder bailed him out.
Used the whole
crazy My Pillow guy.
My Pillow guy.
Oh yeah.
No,
I seen him. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's a big Trump supporter. But I'm just happy that the wheels of justice seem to just turn the same way for everybody.
Yeah.
That's all we've been saying.
Yeah.
Since they started with the Jim Crow stuff.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I was watching the 2020 last night, Breonna Taylor.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I missed it.
So the one of the officers, Matt.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
He was talking and he was saying that he's not racist and it's not about race and this, that, and the other.
Oh, really?
And this case is still just not settling right with like so many questions I have because again, they brought it back to her association with her ex-boyfriend. He was a drug dealer before, this, that, and the other. And the one of the $1 million questions is who gave you all the orders to go to her house with a search warrant? Because it was proven that she had not been involved with this guy. Like they had already arrested him, and he even said he was like, she was not that type of girl to do anything like that for me. They
probably thought money was stashed in there.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to say. Like, but and then the fact that you shot this young woman up and you left her in that house and you lied to her mother You lied to her mother, said that she was at the hospital, but this young lady was still in the house, laying there, like bled out. She could have been saved.
How didn't they hit the guy once?
Right. And it's like, yeah. And then the fact that, they were, arrested him for protecting himself and this, somebody got to pay. Somebody somewhere down the line, somebody at that very top got to, because just listening to the mother and her family, it's just heart-wrenching just to know that your child was right there, and they had the audio of her asking the police officer, and the police officer's lying like, yeah, she's in there, and she said she knew, she had a feeling my daughter is dead, but just laying in there, and I couldn't even go and see my daughter. Then you lie and said that she was at the hospital.
I'm having to watch it on YouTube, but it sounds like it sounds like a hit, and this is the part that white America doesn't seem to grasp. The criminals do. There is no crime in America without the help from police. Zero.
Yeah, right, Mecca. The part that hurt, the most was how they made sure to get him help when he was shot, but had her just to lay there. Right. The officer, and I'm just like, I just got angry all over again. Yeah. This is a beautiful woman, and y'all are making some type of excuse just to cover up something. But I pray that they find. And then the black guy who the attorney general.
Yeah.
That was the other part. The grand jury, they had some people. They had some of them from there. Of course, they were hiding their identity, but they said that he lied. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Not surprised.
They said he lied on them. And I was like, whoa. Like, I was just shocked. Like, even more. Like,
I'm not
the stuff that's coming. You're not shocked? No, I'm shocked at the fact that.
There's two things. And there's two things that don't surprise me. The Christians, the black Christians that always ride for the white Christians, when the white Christians never ride for. To tell Mecca, Uncle Tom was a good guy. He was a hero. He saved them two girls in the book. Uncle Ruckus Uncle Remus was horrible. So this guy, he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He is there just to be the black face to go against whatever it is that the will of the people is, and they're horrible. And those same people, like the same people that ride with Paula White. You can't. I mean, they ain't doing nothing for us but pimping us. That's it. Taking our culture and pimping it so they can get rich, and they're gonna go immediately. I mean, even if you want to support Trump, do it quietly, because they understand that we are so indoctrinated by white supremacy that we are some of the best white supremacists alive, black people. And I don't care what Paula White does. I bet you right now she got some prayer line, and there's a bunch of black folks on there.
Period.
Well, I ain't one of them.
Or she'll say, you know what? I'm sorry. The Lord came down on the chariot with his wheel in the wheel and spoke to me and said, black is right. Now, I'm actually black in Ethiopia. And she'll say some crazy nonsense. And black people will line back up, and they'll pay somebody like they paid 50 cents. They'll pay some, bootlicker to go in and give her a cover. It'll be one of the gospel people.
You used to say one of the gospel people.
It will be, because they making money, so it's a way to make more money.
Yeah.
And then they'll come out, and then black folks will be like, okay, Jesus said she's fine.
So what do y'all think? What is going on now? Okay, so Georgia is blue. Okay? So Georgia is officially blue with the
certification was I think late yesterday. Yep.
Okay, and so what does that mean moving forward now with everything? So
that means we got to stay the course.
Pretty much.
Okay,
and we need to give credit and adulation where adulation is due. And I've been saying this for years. Stacey, if you study Stacey Abrams, This sister was pretty much in control of the Georgia legislative body.
Yeah.
Without being, I think she was second in command. But she was getting stuff done that we wasn't getting done since Reconstruction. With a red, racist, prejudiced, white supremacist led body.
Yeah.
And that's how dope of a politician she was. So when she went to run for governor, I was like, oh wow, this is the sharp. And what I love about her is she let her brains lead and she stayed who she was. I'm not saying the sister can't lose weight. I'm not saying she can't change her hair.
I know what you're exactly saying.
Black people have gotten so, I like to say, puffy eyes, right? So everything needs to be the shiny suit dude.
Yeah.
So we start electing these officials who ain't worth a damn. But they look good.
Right.
So for us, it's become the prom king and queen show. Stacey Abrams puts all that to rest. That sister is just flat out talented.
She is. I like I said, I was riding with her when she was campaigning for governor and whatnot because I like her stance on where we stood as far as education and so forth. But Mecca said blinded by the bling. Yeah, we were blinded by the bling.
Yes.
So so when the inaugural services will take place in January with Biden, right? So when is official? How does that work? I never understood. When does Trump's official last day of presidency?
The actual day of the inauguration.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's when they.
So y'all think he's gonna? Okay. So is he transitioning now?
I don't think Trump's gonna be there. I don't even think he's gonna be there.
No, he's not gonna show up.
Get that shot of the presidents, doing the fake handoff. He's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna be there. However, if he is there, he's just gonna be sitting inside. Like, well, okay, so we have a problem here. He's not moving from the Oval Office. He has barricaded himself in the Oval Office. Why do I have a feeling that that's going to happen? He has barricaded himself in the Oval Office during the inauguration. No, but he may not be. But you know what? It's almost like anything we predict might just actually go down like that because the unthinkable has went down already.
What?
And Giuliani has not been successful in none of those lawsuits.
Did y'all see his nasty ass on TV the other day?
Who?
This dude blew his nose, didn't fold the handkerchief inside. He folded it outside.
Who was that?
Wiped his face.
Rudy
Giuliani. Then his
I didn't see that.
I didn't see
it.
Running.
Oh, that's who was
it's just for men was giving him an extra sideburn that didn't look right.
Oh, you know what? I was wondering what the jokes were coming. I hadn't been watching the news or anything like that. Oh, so that's where the
his
joke
hairline was crying.
One of the interesting things about Giuliani is post David Dinkins. So Giuliani, we now know is not the sharpest knife in the drawer, right? But these are the type of people that come after you have a career diplomat. David Dinkins was a career diplomat. He was very good at what he did. Same thing with Barack Obama. Barack Obama was a career guy. He was a great diplomat. He was a great executive. You get Trump after Obama. You get Giuliani after Dinkins. And I'm not saying Giuliani didn't do good with the mob, but I mean, he had the RICO Act. So it was, you could just throw that on anybody and get them. But that's how white America addresses black success. You get Reconstruction, they see our success. Right after that is Jim Crow. So Trump is actually Obama's Jim Crow, and Giuliani is David Dinkins' Jim Crow.
Okay.
And it's nasty. Just to think that somebody that's supposed to be that smart just wiped his face with snot. I mean, it was just nasty.
Yuck.
The things that you do when you're under pressure and you're not stating the case.
So that means you do this mess all the time then.
No, that means he does that all the time.
Yeah, that's nasty then. If he
I think Trump and Giuliani are what our poor white brothers and sisters think rich people are supposed to be. ignorant, do what they want, say what they want.
Yeah.
And that's what they keep giving us. And that's why he had 40 plus million people vote for him. It's all about, this is America. It's all about keeping us in our place. That's all that was about. Keeping the Mexicans in our place. Keeping whoever else in their place.
So where do y'all see us after Biden and Harris gets in, and what do you think is going to be first on the agenda to handle?
Gotta handle this COVID
virus.
Yeah,
virus.
So with him, he's saying about the shutting the country down, right? To kind of
he's not saying
he's not
saying that.
He's not going to do that.
He's saying that. I think the other side is saying shut the country down because they're trying to obstruct a little bit. He's saying if there's an area we need to address, we'll address that area, but nobody's going to shut the whole country down. We didn't shut the whole country down before.
Okay. Right. So where's the because I see a lot of people talking about the state is going to shut down or 6 weeks or something like that. So where did that come from?
Oh, the 4 to 6 weeks. I think that was more so of an idea per se, but I think
because I saw the toiletician gone again yesterday.
That's more so.
I tell you what, since the election, you know, I'm down in Trumplandia, twice a month, 3 times a month, moving cows. Since the election, I went down south. Everybody had a mask on.
Really?
Before, when Trump was president, them jokers wasn't wearing masks, and they was flaunting it.
So why is that? Why do you think that is?
Because they realizing this, the dream is over. This dude is selling us a bunch of goods. Now we got to get for real. And it cost a lot. It cost, I just in one instance. Now I'm a small farmer. It cost me $20,000 in lost product because the houses, the butchers kept getting shut down.
Okay.
So I can imagine what these big guys were losing every time they shut down for 2 weeks for the deep cleaning and have to hire new staff. So they probably were saying like, look, man, this dude is behind. Don't listen to him. Y'all need to wear a mask. We won't, and they're greedy. I don't blame them. We can't make money if y'all keep listening to this fool. Wear your mask.
Gotcha. Yeah. Mecca said they finally realized they were being lied to.
I think they knew. But that just tells you how strong white supremacy is, that it became like a joke. I think it was Dave Chappelle that said it. He was like, you know, the guy that had the kind of twang that you heard it and you would say, oh, yeah, I know he don't wear a mask.
I love Dave Chappelle. I love him.
It became like a thing. Like, are you with this guy or not?
Yeah.
And that's who was wearing a mask. And it was, I drove up from Georgia to New Jersey a couple of months ago. The only place that was not absolutely covered up in masks was in North Carolina.
Really?
Even South Carolina was wearing it. Georgia, went to South Carolina. It was like, okay, we kind of went through, but then we stopped in North Carolina. It was wide open. So we wore our mask all the way, rest of the way up. Everybody was wearing masks. In New Jersey, when I got out the car in New Jersey, so being in Atlanta, I was so used to seeing white folks not wear masks. But when I got to New Jersey, I saw people with Trump flags with masks on. So I was like, okay, well, it's a different animal up here.
Gotcha.
So I wonder I'm waiting. I wonder like when that day comes where we can say we're not wearing masks anymore. What is that going to look like? Like, how do you know? You think we're going to be wearing masks forever?
Forever.
I can't
Probably. There's going to be the vast majority that always do it. There's always going to be that now in the back of your mind level of caution for yourself and for your family that's going to be there. It's always going to be there now because you just never know. And so will it get close to a point of normalcy? Almost, but not there. And the only reason why I say that is because things will open way back up to where they were before. It just will be a different way how we move about it.
So I have a lot of questions about that. Like, I really want to know, like, what is the legal side of all of that? Like, do you tell people? Because I know we were told that because of the HIPAA law, you don't have to disclose that. But then do we treat it like HIV, AIDS, that whole remember when that was a pandemic? Like, how do you go about living? Because when you tell people, oh, I had COVID or I've been exposed, people are like, oh, but it's like, okay, but you can be healed from it or whatnot. Right. So do you tell people or do you not tell people? What, like, I want to know how this is going to go around, how this is going to play out.
One of the things that I believe in local economies, right? So throughout this whole thing, we have never stopped spending money in our local economy. I think that that's very important. Yeah. But if I go to your place, even if I'm just picking up and you're not taking temperature or you're not getting my name and phone number for contact tracing, I'm not spending money with you. You're being irresponsible. Okay. So I want to know who knows. So if I go somewhere and, we went to Longhorns, I think it was the other day, a couple of days ago, and sat down. They got our phone number and everything. They didn't take our temperature, but they did get our phone number. So I want to know if somebody in there had COVID, that y'all have a list that they can call us and be like, hey, we were exposed, or we had somebody sick, so that I can self-quarantine.
But so how effective is that really? Because I'm just thinking, like, you're taking the phone number, right? How do you know this person has it if they don't tell you?
I don't care. If you just tell me that they were exposed, that's good enough for me. I'm gonna treat it like you have it. Okay. And I think that's incumbent upon everybody to do that. So if you treat it like that, and then you get a test or you self-quarantine and everything is fine. Like, I think my whole family had it last February.
Yeah, I think most of us have had it during that time, because like I said, I remember having the upper respiratory infection and it was really bad this time when it first appeared. But like some of the test results were inconclusive. Like I've been tested twice. And tested
Did you do
twice.
An antibody test?
No, because you had to do the test before having the surgery, and I took a test. Right. Yeah, so do we start getting tested weekly, or like even with I noticed there was one school up in Buckhead that they get tested every week, but again, that's the money, because all the schools are not going to be able to do that. So for me, I just have so many. I'm just thinking,
do that, and you gotta get.
Yeah, they can.
Hopefully, when we have, and we, I say this a lot, and I know people get tired of hearing it. You got to understand how the legacy of slavery still affects everything that we do in Georgia, right? So those schools with money can do that because they're getting money funneled to them. Yeah. It's not just that they have all the tax dollars, and I'm not a fan of redistributing wealth. But we redistribute wealth when we pave roads. We redistribute wealth when we build police departments. And they're going to have to do that to get the testing up and running for all of these schools. And it's going to cost some money. But, how much money is it costing to bury all these people? How much money is it costing to take care of people that don't have health care? Right.
Let me tell y'all, for those people who were just like, oh, this is, again, I get it. Hey, but when we had to bury our grandmother, right. And, we couldn't have the services in church. You don't do that. So you actually go to the cemetery. And it was only a handful of us, and it had to be streamed. So that's new, Yeah. And then just the fact that you're in and you're out. So there were like other funerals that were lined up after my grandmother. We were lined up before somebody else's funeral, and it was like you have to stay on schedule. Now I don't know if they died from COVID or whatnot, but it's just the fact that this is how now funerals are taking place. And to see that day, it was heartbreaking, and then at the same time it was like, wow, like so you normal. Yeah, like you literally saw cars, their funeral cars lined up, waiting in line for us to clear out, because next to her plot was another ready, and they were late. So I think they were supposed to have started prior, but it was just like, this is not normal. Like It's just, it's like I never thought I'd see a drive like fast food funeral, fast type funeral.
Just think about what people probably went through during the Great Depression, or
Yeah.
even during the Spanish flu epidemic in 1918. Then you would be amazed at what we can get used to.
Yeah.
We are, and this is the beautiful thing about living on a farm and doing what I do. We don't get to be coddled, because at any moment something can come in here and kill everything I got, an animal, a disease. So I don't get to be like, oh, I wish this would work. No, the only way it works is if I go out there and put the work in.
Right.
Otherwise, something. So we're coddled. We are very soft in that we need stuff to go the way it always went, because we no longer can pivot as a people. All of us, everybody. That's just a testament to how great and awful America is. America is so great and so rich. That we will complain about wearing a mask that will save somebody's life.
Right.
Who cares if they die? I need to get my PS5. I want to go to what do they call this Friday thing? Well, Friday. What do you call the
Black Friday?
Black Friday. I want to go to Black Friday and spend money. I've got people from other countries have to look at us like, they're so rich. And I used to complain like about black ghetto stuff until you start talking to people from other countries. And you're like, damn, even our poor people are rich.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, this whole situation, it really put, like I said, we knew it, but now you can really see how selfish people are, just having to, fight for our safety just to let people know, hey, we understand that your kids need to be taught. But when I tell you, it put a new perspective, like you just saw people for who they are. It's like, oh, we have really become so selfish to the point where we're not caring about anybody's health. It's just about what about me? What about me? What about me? And it's sad. It's very sad, because when you're literally putting up billboards and we want our, things of this nature, not saying, you know what, I get it. Let's work together. Let's see how we get. No, it has really, and this is not just from Trump or Trump people or Biden people. This is from people in general, because, and it's just like, wow.
We haven't had like, you see some of the stuff like up north, they may have like a ice storm or something that knocks out power for a week. I don't ever remember outside of 2009 where a small segment of Atlanta was knocked out of power for more than 2 days. We just don't have that kind of stuff happen. So people don't get to the point that that you got a week, 2 weeks without power. Because that humbles you and it makes you appreciate life, and it gives you patience. So when you start having that patience, and it gets you, you probably can't go to the store as much, so it gets all the sugar and the chemicals out of your system and lets you think more clearly. But I think we need one. Because otherwise, people, the forest fires out west, I bet you none of them complaining. What's that town that the whole town was burned down? I bet you none of them is complaining.
That's why I was telling somebody. I said, I still hear people complaining.
Right.
And I'm just like, are y'all freaking serious? Like, people are death, people are dying, but people are dying in these hospitals. They can't see their loved ones. Like, you cannot being in the hospital for that one day for me. And I couldn't have anybody back there. I can't imagine somebody being there for days and weeks on a respirator, or just not having that contact or what. And we're still complaining. Like, so I pray that folks in these holidays, people really just sit back and be really thankful and grateful for what they have and where they are right now. I just, it amazes me. The level of selfishness.
Yeah, my glass is always half full too, Mecca. What's troubling for me is now that we're getting close to 50, right? So all of the adults, like I grew up on a block, like a certified neighborhood. Hardly nobody moved off the block until we were grown.
Okay.
So those parents on that block were key in shaping
Mm-hmm.
who I am. My
Mm-hmm.
parents were key in shaping who other people were.
Yeah.
And one of my good friends' mother passed away,
Mm.
and I can't go to the funeral. And
Yeah.
this is when I say just a salt of the earth human
Mm-hmm.
being. I can't ever remember hearing her say anything bad about somebody,
Yeah.
but she always was. She just was a great human being, Miss
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I can't go to the funeral.
Yeah.
Numbers are spiking. My parents, my dad had her upper respiratory, and you can't risk all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff. But when that's sad for me that we can't pay the tribute
Yeah.
that we should be paying to our elders
Yeah.
in their on their send off. Culturally, for us, that is a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
When somebody who was the mom of the
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
from 4 or 5 years old, all you had them people when you go back to your neighborhood,
Yeah.
even though your parents have moved, there's a couple of houses that you stop at in your old neighborhood.
Yeah.
That was one of them houses.
Yeah.
Where you
And
just ring the
you're
doorbell and
right.
say, "Hello." And I can't
You
go to the funeral. And this
right.
COVID thing and people not taking it seriously, and it was poor people
Mm-hmm.
and the white supremacists. So it's
Yeah.
the uneducated in terms of people who don't want to read. And that's what I was saying about the whole thing with the Gucci Man and Jeezy.
Yeah.
They went to a club afterwards
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
packed
they
out a
did.
club.
And at one point, when do we say, hey, y'all stop promoting? Like something my brother was talking about. He said we need to put the pressure on these club promoters too. Stop packing the
Absolutely.
clubs. Close the clubs. You know people are wanting to get out. So close the clubs right now or do something, be creative. But
Right.
y'all are packing these places out. And who's packing them out? We are. Well, not just us, because I've seen some other establishments of other color, like they're packing this stuff out. But to stop doing it so we can have some type of, because you're right, that not being able to go to the funeral or not being able to go see your loved ones, it's heartbreaking. It's
Right.
like you can't see your friends and then going back to what something Rod was saying, a lot of people are going to experience not only just the I would say normal depression, but that the grief during the holidays. And then on top of all of this, it's a lot. And if you don't have that support system built up now, I tell people, I tell people all the time, call me, let me know, because we're about to enter we're going on a whole year of being or just this new normal. And a lot of people still can't handle that. And like I tell people, I don't want to wear a mask, but I know that once I go out there and if I'm protecting, I think about my family, I think about my elders in the family, and I would like people to protect them. So I'm going to protect. That's just who I am. It's just who I am. And I don't get it. I don't
It's the
get it.
responsibility of being a good member of humanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are if you know somebody is sick,
Yeah.
not to expose yourself and then expose others.
Right.
And it's just a very selfish people to do that. But
yeah.
I think one of the things that I liked about this is my wife and I started doing a lot more stuff together, walking, hanging out.
Yeah.
And then one of the things I noticed is that we don't use the amenities in our community.
Yeah. Right. We
So
don't.
there's a lot of like walking trails and paths.
Yeah.
And we always talking about we want good grocery stores and but you got to use the amenities in your neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that they can stay up.
Yeah.
So it bothers me when I go to walk in my community and people don't use the trails. I mean, they you paid for them. They don't use the trails. And I used to be on the board for Parks and Recreation on my community. And only thing we cared about was football.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
Football. That's it. And then, you'd be like, yeah, well, don't tear the fences up just because it's just the little things like those people who aren't wearing masks, but still want to go to the football game.
Right.
And you can't sit in the bleachers. You got to lean on the fence. And it's a level of ignorance that just actually irks me, just bothers me. Just sit your behind in the stands and watch the game. He's sick. You yelling from the side is not going to change.
Right.
He's not going to put him in the NFL.
Right.
He's 6. Let him have fun.
Woo, you've got mail messages from him. TaShon and friends, we are coming to another close of the show.
Yeah.
Just shooting the breeze. This was cool today. Just
when you get to talking and you have a robust dialogue, what happens? You run out of time.
No. So y'all know the drill. Tell us what's coming up for each one of you. Farmer Wayne, what you got coming up?
Well, the move is pretty much official.
Okay.
So we'll be moving by the end of the year. I'm still looking for, and it moves so fast.
Yeah.
I'm looking for another pasture to put my stuff in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna work on that. I have very little product because everything's selling.
Yeah.
I have
which is a good thing.
It's a great thing. It's just a weird feeling that we're not keeping on the stuff. So other than that, man, that is it. I'm focusing this whole week on this move. I want to be done the move by the end. I mean, on paper. Yeah. By the December 1st or December 2nd.
Okay.
I don't really want to have to do anything the last, December 31st. So
I
don't want to have to do anything. I want to be done. I got a situation going on with a tenant in the rental property. I want all that done.
Okay.
We're just excited, blessed.
Yeah.
Years to get to this point, and just excited, just happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah. As well you should be.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Green Machine, what you got going on?
Well, before I say anything, hey, do me a favor, Farmer Wayne. We didn't give you 4 people yet. So can you do the honor of telling the people about the challenge you put out yesterday?
Yeah. So 1026 is doing a fundraiser.
Yes.
And I gave out a 1 whole cow 4 ways. So a quarter cow to anybody that donates $200 or more. It's $600+ in value. And it'll be fresh. I'll take a cow just for that. So, or if I only get 1, we'll do 1. But yeah, you can go. I think Green Machine posted it.
Yes. And we tagged everybody. Yes.
Yeah. So
and it has a description of the quarter cow package too.
Yeah. So with that, if I find a better situation, depending on the shape of the cow, you don't always get like that many chuck roasts, but we make sure that you will go away very happy with the amount of product that you receive from Swanson Family Farm.
Wow. Y'all hear that? Yeah, wow.
And how do you donate? Well, you donate going to 1026thesituation.com, and as soon as it comes up at the top of the page, click the donate button, you follow the prompts, you put your information in, you put your donation in, the rest is history. And then from there, if it meets the criteria that Farmer Wayne just described, then we're gonna let Farmer Wayne know, and you're gonna get your Thanksgiving stuff, pretty much. Let's just put it like that, because that's a lot right there.
Won't be for Thanksgiving though.
It'll be everything.
I'm saying we sold out through the first quarter of January, so it is.
Wow.
I'm glad I segued to that too.
Yeah. So you will get on the Excel spreadsheet. That's what
you'll get.
Get on the spreadsheet.
You'll get on the spreadsheet for the new year. That'd be your new year gift.
But you're gonna be locked in for it, so that's gonna be good. Also, if you happen to be Cash App friendly, you are one of those that's always doing errands. You're an entrepreneur. You're doing so many things, and you want to give and go. Well, you hit up Cash App. $Ghost1026. Once again, $Ghost1026. And that's how you get your donations in, and that's how we get down. And by the way, Morning Machine this week is on hiatus, so you're going to get the best of the Morning Machine as we do family time. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen this week. You're going to get the best of every segment we've got. So get ready to hear us 6 to 10 a.m. each and every weekday morning. It is the Morning Machine. Myself, DJ Prince will be back once he gets all his business handled, and also Tank the Sports Guy. Yes, right. we brought Tank the Sports Guy into entrepreneurship. Shout out to him. You're doing it.
That's cool.
But wait till you see what him and Farmer Wayne got going on. I can't disclose.
Can't wait to see it. And it is my birthday week along with Thanksgiving week. So I am going to be cutting up. I'm shutting everything down for this week. So y'all can still follow me on all social media platforms at I am Trinette L. Collier. I do have my event coming up, Vision Board event on December the 5th. So you all go to the website to register. It is free. It is free. It is free. $99. Free $99. Just gotta go register for it. It's for both men and women. So go to the website, IamTrinetteLCollier.com, and register for it. Like I said, it's free. And this is my fireside chat. When you look on there, you can book it. It's free. But I'm going to cut up. I'm going to shut things down. But y'all going to see me. And for those who keep posting the Christmas decor before 11/26, I'm coming by to snatch it all off. How about that? Because I told y'all, not before 11/26. Okay. Y'all gonna give us our props. But y'all, it's all out of love. Y'all gotta find something to laugh about. Yeah. You gotta enjoy where you are. Trouble don't last always, you guys. I promise you, it does not last. Life is still good. And as always, I love you all. Be safe and have a joyous, relaxing, safe holiday. All right, you guys, until next week. We love you. We are out.
Peace.
Saturday mornings I'm tuned in. Listening to TaShon, she be going in. Y'all. Black queen for us black kings. We can learn a thing or two when we're locked in. One of the few places we can be heard. Man, I rocks with her, that's my word. The show is enlightening, engagement always enticing. I always come with an open mind, I'm never frightened. Y'all guaranteed to walk your way with minerals. Now that I'm thinking everything else is minuscule. We're the fools who don't protect black women. No arguing, disrespect, and that's it, y'all. Please come in peace when you call in, cause the friends ain't no slouch, fair warning. You got mail messages from him. Y'all better listen if you wanna win the life, y'all. You wanna win the life, tune in to TaShon and Friends. You got mail messages from him. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him. 10 a.m. to noon Saturdays. Tune in. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him.